The clip you're about to watch from the 2010 UK Rally Against Child Abuse demonstrates the strength and determination of certain individual abuse victims. In Bill's interview with author and victim Sharon McGovern, it is clear that there are powerful forces working against child abuse. If you are a supporter of Pie and Mash Films, we would ask you to help us to continue with our fights against child abuse and for you and your family's civil liberties by donating whatever you can afford or by purchasing our films from our website to enable us to continue giving you the hard-hitting facts. God bless all victims and survivors.
I'm a survivor from the age of 4 to 17, and at the age of 44, I'm also a medium. At the age of 44, I had a dream, I was 42, about my stepfather being in a Spanish prison. I then went to the authorities for the first time in my life, and 3 days later they got back in touch and said we found him in Madrid prison. He's been there 7 years, but he's getting released in 3 weeks. I then went on to prosecute him, and he was put away for 5 13-year sentences, 40 years to the month the abuse started. I then went on to write a book called Afraid, and for the first time in my life started to educate myself. I've been on benefits bringing up my children all my life, trying to keep my mental health safe. I'm now a level 3 counsellor, therapeutic counsellor. I do a lot of medium work. I'm a family support officer involved in snatching children out of abusive families. And I am an author of a book called Afraid, because I decided that my story had to be told, because I've never been a victim. And people wonder why I can say that, but I've never been a victim. I always knew I'd come through it. I always knew that I would get him. I always knew that I would help with the children. So from the age of 4 and 5, I used to take my brain to a different place. So he could have my body, but he just wasn't getting inside my head. And that's basically what I've done all my life. And from the age of 44, I've worked tirelessly to help other people and other survivors.
Right, so, you see, that's what I love about this. All of a sudden, I'm just standing here minding my own business,
and then I get gobby.
And then a hero, and then a hero just comes straight out of the crowd, bush, and here you have little McGovern here, and she's been fighting all her life, and she's going to keep fighting, and she's an abuse victim. And what you say?
And I would like all paedophiles to know, whoever you are, wherever you are, we're coming for you, and we're getting the kids away from you, and we will survive. Main story, we will survive it.
And that's it, and I'll tell you what, if you are a nonce, you better look under the bed at night, because you'll fucking see me, Bill Maloney.
Yeah.
And McGovern.
I'll be right there.
I'll tell you what, I'm more frightened of McGovern than Maloney. I wouldn't like to have a row with her.
Oh no.
Where are you from?
From Essex, originally from Liverpool, as you can tell by the
Scouser, from Essex.
Yeah.
And we're looking for the white handbag and the shoes.
A Scouser from Essex called Sharon, but I've got a handbag, but no white stilettos.
So Sharon, like on a more serious note, okay, like I don't know what you know about me, but all my siblings, my whole family, we were taken into care as babies.
I've read all about it. Yeah.
Right, so you know all about me. Now I'm trying to stop this, Sharon, and it seems to be that from the top. I mean from the very top, because I'm going to commit treason here, because I'm going to accuse a member of the royal family of paedophilia, and I've got that from a witness on the island of Jersey. You know what I mean? And we're, as I say, we're not fucking about anymore.
No,
because
we're angry now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sharon, that's it, and we're going to show it, because what's happened over the years, we've left it to the lawyers, the social workers, the judges, the members of parliament, the Crown, doctors, psychiatrists.
Oh, can
hang on, Sharon, what have they done for us? Nothing. We're still where we are. Now we're going to start kicking, and we're going to start fighting.
And we're not just going to protect the kids, we're also going to get the victims, and we're going to show them the way to heal. Now, when people are suffering mental health, like I did, like friends of mine over there did,
all victims
they get labelled. You are schizophrenic, you are mental health, this, that and the other. I know for a fact that I treat us all like a tree. Now, these diseased bits of us that affect us all our life come from our roots of where our abuse began. Don't keep chopping off these diseased branches hoping they're going to grow better. They're not. Start treating the bloody root of the problem, which is the abuse situation, the childhood trauma, the mental health acts, psychiatrists who ain't got a clue what they're saying, doctors who just want to give you a prescription and get you out of the thing. That's It's got to stop.
Right, so and what we're talking about, I think what Sharon's talking about here is the mask of respectability, be it on doctors, politicians, your teachers, your headmaster. We want to take away this mask of respectability, and this awfully accent doesn't mean anything to us. This is devised to make us feel lower.
Give us a label.
Yeah,
that's it.
and I still say it, it's the war is too dangerous for Prince Harry, but not too dangerous for our kids.
That's right. And from now, I think with all the people I've brought here, there's one young lady. She was assessed and diagnosed as multiple personality. She was a self-harmer. I took her into my home. 2 days I spoke to her. You will no longer self-harm after today because that is only an effect of your childhood trauma. That is not you.
It's not you.
It's an effect of what's happened to you.
Yeah.
And as for you being multiple personality, they've told you you're multiple personality. Why are you believing that?
Well, that's what we're saying. We're saying that the establishment and the institutions are self-protected. Imagine yourself as a kid or a victim. You've got all these different people. You've got, like I say, you've got the psychiatrists, the sociologists, the social workers, the judges, the police. They're all against you. Do you know what? It's only one case. It's only 2 cases that 2% of all cases. I'll do that again. It's only 2% of all cases that actually get to court. Victims can't even get into court. Oh. And then when we do go into court, they don't want you in court. They want you to accept. Yeah. They take you into a room before you go into court, and in that room they say things to you like, all your benefits will stop if you don't accept this, or your health care, or your psychiatric help, any support that you're getting. If you don't go into court and accept this trivial amount of money, which is normally about 40 or 45k.
And what about the ones who don't get? My case, I was not allowed any compensation for the 12 years of rapes and abuse that I had. Now, when I went into court, I had the first trial, I got hung jury. They ripped me to shreds. My character was pulled down. You suffer mental health. You're doing this because you hate this man. Yeah, bloody right I hate this man. He abused me. Yeah. Why would I not hate him?
Do you know
then they said you're not allowed compensation because the Children's Act of 1979, Section 5, Paragraph 3, states that any child abused in their home prior to 1979 is not allowed any compensation, but he can rape the kid next door once a year and she'll get 30,000. Where is the justice? I got justice, but there is no closure. And I know that I'll never get compensation, and it wasn't about that. It was about facing that animal in court, telling that bastard, I've got you. I don't care if they put you in jail. I just want to see you in court so that you can look at me and see I have survived. And I'm going to leave you with that and go back to
right, little quick. Sorry, mate, I got you at me for a bit, or you come straight in the middle of it. I didn't know what the fuck.
It's okay.
Are you all right, mate?
You know who I am?
Who are you?
Michael.
Michael?
Colin's friend from Newcastle.
Colin's friend?
Yeah.
Right, so this is Michael. This is one of the Medhamsley Heroes friends, Colin, who you saw in Adam Rickwood and the Medhamsley Heroes, who the latest coroner is trying to ban our film, he's bullying us into it. So this is Michael, and Michael, you're more than welcome, mate. Is Colin coming? He can't come, can he? Right, but we got a friend of one of the Medhamsley Heroes here. Nice of you.
Bill.
Picture, come on, Mike. You want a picture with me?
Come on, mate.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
What's that?
He's a solid